Before Dior became the heartbeat of elegance, it was a fragile dream, born in post-war Paris. A city rebuilding itself, a world craving beauty after years of darkness, and one man, Christian Dior, dared to believe that fashion could heal. This is how Dior began. What does it take to rebuild beauty? A fortune? A factory? A miracle? Or maybe just vision, and the courage to bring it to life. Because in 1946 on Avenue Montaigne, Christian Dior opened a small couture house with a big idea to make women feel like flowers again. He wasn't a mogul. He wasn't even sure it would work. He was just a designer who believed that femininity could be power. And in 1947, he proved it. His first collection, Carole, the world called it the new look. Nipped waists, soft shoulders, wide skirts, a revolution in silhouette, a rebellion against wartime austerity. Overnight, Dior became a symbol of rebirth, a whisper of hope in silk and satin. Magazines hailed him, Hollywood adored him, and Paris fell in love again. In less than a decade, Dior grew from one salon to a global empire. He dressed queens and movie stars, he redefined luxury, and he reminded the world that beauty has power. But then, in 1957, at the height of success, Christian Dior passed away. The world mourned. The dream could have ended there. Instead, the dream evolved. A young assistant named Yves Saint Laurent took the reins. Barely 21, he honored Dior's legacy, then dared to modernize it. His design spoke to a new generation. Bold, free, revolutionary. The house survived. And it kept transforming. In the decades that followed, Dior became more than couture. It became culture. Under designers like Marc Bohan, Gianfranco Ferré, John Galliano, each era added a new heartbeat. Each collection rewrote the language of desire. By the 1990s, Dior wasn't just a fashion house. It was a universe. Perfume, accessories, art direction, all echoing that same promise. Beauty as power, elegance as rebellion. Then came the modern era. In 2012, Raf Simons brought minimalism and emotion, a whisper after the storm. In 2016, Maria Grazia Chiuri became Dior's first female creative director. She turned fashion into a manifesto. Empowerment, feminism, identity. Runways became revolutions. Dior was no longer just about clothes, it was about courage. The kind that redefines what beauty means. And behind it all, one constant remained. That original vision of Christian Dior that to give women confidence, to let beauty bloom after darkness. From the first new look dress to the modern Dior sneakers, from haute couture ateliers to digital fashion shows, the brand never stopped evolving. It kept asking, what does elegance mean today? It's not just in silk or tulle anymore, it's in the way people move, create, and believe. By the 2020s, Dior embraced innovation with the same spirit it once embraced beauty. Virtual fashion shows lit up the internet. 3D printed fabrics met centuries-old embroidery. Sustainability became the new sophistication. The house began balancing legacy with technology, craftsmanship with conscience. In the metaverse, Dior built digital couture. On the streets, it became a symbol of global culture. Artists, musicians, and creators, from Kim Jones to BTS, reimagined the brand for a new generation. Because Dior has never been about the past, it's about motion, the constant reinvention of beauty. And through it all, the essence remains untouched. The belief that fashion can change how people feel, and that feeling can change the world. From a small salon on Avenue Montaigne, to runways across Paris, Seoul, and New York, to digital screens lighting up millions of hearts. Dior's story is proof that style can be strength and elegance, a form of revolution. Because every stitch, every dress, every scent carries that same dream Christian Dior once had, to make the world more beautiful. So what's your version of elegance? What's the dream you dare to bring to life? Because if Dior could turn post-war Paris into a garden of hope, imagine what you could create. Dream boldly, create fearlessly, and never stop reinventing beauty. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more journeys behind the world's greatest brands. And discover how vision, courage, and creativity shape the empires that inspire us all.